Mark Zuckerberg is rejecting any bias. It says that he's sticking with those on the left and right. To Federalist Steph Ryder-Brie Payton on what she makes of that. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that Mark Zuckerberg is totally wrong, and I think that Donald Trump is completely 100% in the right on this topic. It's very clear that Facebook has been completely biased against conservatives for years now. I mean, just last year, a slew of employees left the company and said that they were instructed to suppress information of interest to conservatives and suppress information coming from conservative outlets. And it's not just that. I mean, since the election, a lot of conservative outlets have experienced a significant drop in Facebook web traffic and interactions and different things like that. And listen, as someone who works with Facebook every single day, it's part of my job. I run that page for thefederalist.com, and I've had meetings and been in rooms with a bunch of other people that I work with and people that I know who run the Facebook pages for other conservative networks and organizations. And we've all been in a room together scratching our heads saying, what's going on? What can we do to try to fix this?
Well, what do you see? When you say that, what do you see, Brie, that makes you say, all right, wait a minute, they're zooming us here. What's going on?
Yeah, well, I think it's very clear that, since the election, there's been a significant drop just in interactions and eyeballs going to our page. I'm not going to name names, but one premier conservative organization that's like the largest organization in the country has said that quite frequently they get more interactions on dog videos that they post on their page than when they post something about policy, which doesn't really make sense because presumably individuals who are liking that conservative, policy think tank are doing so because they want more political content, not because they want dog videos. So that discrepancy is very curious. Also, another friend of mine who ran the Facebook page for one of the largest conservative outlets, on the right, she said that, she's noticed that they've invested the more money that they've invested and the more time that they've invested and spent by cultivating their Facebook page and developing and getting 1 million likes hasn't really helped at all. And since the election, their traffic has significantly dropped, and just interactions and eyeballs to their page has dropped drastically over the past 6 months, despite the fact that they're funneling money into that page. I think it is very clear that something shady is going on, and I think Mark Zuckerberg knows that, and I think his about face on this issue really reveals a lot about it. I mean, if Facebook is a platform that promotes all ideas, I don't know, lock me up and call me crazy. And I think it also is very clear that since Facebook has been attacked about, these so-called fake news allegations or whatever, Facebook's response isn't to fight speech with more speech, which is what you do when you don't like something. Their reaction has been to censor and to shut things down, right? Since these allegations have been spinning forth, Facebook is saying, okay, we're going to empower individuals in order to report things as fake news and just click on a fake news button on information that they don't like, and anyone can just click on that. And then just a couple of weeks ago, the social network also announced that they're not going to allow pages that allegedly share so-called fake news, which, let's remember, that's determined by users at will and randomly, and it's completely arbitrary. They've said that they're not going to let those pages that repeatedly share so-called fake news purchase ads.
And then who's determining that? And we don't know,
Right, exactly. Well, the point is that it's enabling internet troll mobs to be able to just get upset and, gang up on something that they don't like.
And that instantly becomes fake, right?
Exactly, yeah, and that's exactly the problem. You don't fight information that you don't like by suppressing it. You fight it with more information. You fight speech you don't like with more speech. So Facebook's reaction in all of this has been, very clear that they aren't about promoting a platform for all ideas. They're about pushing a certain agenda.
All right, Brie, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
All right, in the meantime,